Welcome back, guys, to Pokemon Y, where after defeating 3 of the Elite Four thus far, we only have the Fire one left with Greninja leading the party. Will we become Pokemon Champion today? Well, the only way to find out is by beating everyone down and entering the Blazing Chamber. And who is the Pokemon League Champion if it's not going to be our rival for once? Who is it indeed? Still, the ornate chambers continue using up that taxpayers' money. Have you got like a rocket inversely built into this place or something? How much fuel does that use? Still, crazy people. But you're the one that introduced us, aren't you? Welcome, challenger, to my blazing chamber. I am Malva, and I shall be your opponent today. I'm sure you will be. Straight to battle, I see. No waiting there, Malva. Well, you like fire, I see. So I like my starter at this point in time. Pyro may come out. Female version. But Greninja should have everything we need to win each fight. Well, that said, I could go Hydro Pump, but then of course his accuracy is so-so, so Surf, you should still win, shouldn't you? Still super powerful after all. Well done, Greninja. Being able to use our starter for this and its overall ridiculous level means that we're quite good for fighting this member of the Elite Four. Well, you may be there, Talonflame. We know you're fire too. Wondering if you might get priority attack here, but can this Elite Four member really even slightly stand up to Greninja? That's the real question here. Yveltal grew to level 66 in the meantime. And Torkoal is coming out. Well, if you're also another fire type, I just wondered if they had kind of like beating type moves that they would be able to beat Greninja with, but super effective types like thunder types or something like that, but no. Each member of this Elite Four's group is just falling. In fact, Greninja's adding insult to injury by leveling up to level 77 as well. Gardevoir grow. Nicely done, 74. Chandelier is coming out last of all. That's the ghost type fire one. In which case we have multiple choices on what we want to do, but still. We'll go to work with some water. 4 surfs. 4 Pokemon fainted, and that's the way we do it. Of course, Greninja is our strongest one level-wise, so you would kind of expect this to go forth. Elite Four Malva is defeated. What news? So a new challenger has defeated Malva of the Elite Four. I've defeated all the Elite Four, I'm afraid. Fantastic! Utterly fantastic! I'll report to all the world the news of you and your Pokemon dominating the Pokemon League. I am a Holocaster star after all. I'm such a busy woman. You'll be facing down the champion next. Indeed I will. Take me to go fight him then, or her. Him or her, or it. I think it'd be a good twist if a Pokemon League champion was actually a Pokemon for once. Like a legendary Pokemon. I control the humans, I'm psychic and I can tell. I don't know, that'd be cool. Well, we're in the Radiant Chamber. What is going on here then? Again, yet another glorious use of taxpayers' money. Well, this room is definitely radiant, but who are you? Sprite I could not see from such a bright room, but I know you. We've seen you before. Welcome at last, dear trainer. As you must know, I am the champion Diantha. Oh, but you're the child I spoke to in Lumia City and Coumarine City, aren't you? And that means you're also the one that dear Augustine said. Of course! How could I? Oh, I must look like such a fool not to recognize you sooner. You and your Pokemon are the ones who stopped Team Flare for us all. It seems wrong of me to say this, but thank you. You've saved us all. Why didn't you go and do it then? I can't wait to see what you and your Pokemon are capable of now that I know exactly what it is you've done already. No problem. But this time round, we don't have any scouting on what types you might have, but Diantha, Pokemon League champion. Let's take you down. Are you going to send out a fighting type first, are you? That's really bad. Greninja is part dark. Does not like the fighting. Do you think Hawlucha's faster because it's a bird type? Or, well, we can extra sensory to go for super effective damage. And I was just wondering if a Hydro Pump would have been a better idea, but still, typing win. May not get same type attack bonus, but if we can knock it down, no problem, that's brilliant. Right, about to send in Goodra. Will you switch your Pokemon? I have no clue what that is. So, with that said, who do we switch? Well, Aurorus, do you want to have a go at not fainting? You're nearly at 300 HP. I'm sure you could take one attack, yeah, Aurorus? No clue what Goodra is, but please be something that I'm good at you against, or something. It worked. It really worked. We have seen you before. Remembering your name, though, was a bit of a challenge for me. It may be super effective, but we didn't take it down. And I was about to say, I imagine that's super effective as well. Right. Let's hope our speed is nowhere near the same as each other. And that this Ice Beam will finish the job. Nicely done! Goodula's fainted! Aurorus, you did good, even though you got really beaten up in the meantime. Nasty dragon types countered by ice. A little bit of leftovers as well. Right, a Tyrantrum. Will you switch your Pokemon? We could keep battling, isn't that also a dragon? Well, I'm imagining that Aurorus might go down off this. But we should hopefully, if we can go first, be able to deal some serious damage. Or make him faint. Aurorus, nicely done. 2 Pokemon for the price of 1. In fact, you're going to heal up even more with your level up on top of that. Oh, just short of 300. Oh! Oh! Yes, I would like to learn Blizzard. I really would. Oh, memories of Articuno. Memories indeed. Right, that's a physical type attack, but I'm definitely going to switch it. Now I can Blizzard. I can Blizzard them all. Turn them into blocks of ice. That's how I faced Mewtwo's back in the day. I'm using Mewtwo, it's super powerful. Ah, it's frozen and I can't heal it in a trainer battle. Ha ha ha, that was my plan. But Gourgeist is coming out. Are you a ghost type then? I mean, Geist sounds ghosty to me. Dark's good against that, isn't it? Yveltal, time to go. Right then. Dark Aura, we know this is going to work out quite well. We've of course fought a Gourgeist before. And farewell, nicely done. Our legendary Pokemon get some licks in as well. Surely I should be like using my favorite Pokemon at some point here. Aurorus? Okay. Well, we know how weak Aurorus is to about everything. That's the thing about Aurorus, isn't it? Just weak to everything. And Lucario's been revived between the episodes. So with that said, out comes our 4th Pokemon. And I'm really sorry about this. Shall I go close combat or... So I mean, I've got 2 more Pokemon to use. This will lower my defenses, but it will definitely take him out. Poor Aurorus. That's like 4 times effective, isn't it? Well, our Aurorus showed who's boss there. Oh, Aurorus fainting from a different perspective. You don't even get that much experience there. Right, Gardevoir? Well, that's a problem. Why I'm saying that's a problem is, it's Psychic Fairy, we know that because we've got Gardevoir ourselves. Venusaur is good poison-wise against it, but then is rubbish otherwise against it. And I forgot to teach it Toxic. That would have been a good idea. Good against Fairy, not so good against Psychic-type Blasts. Alright then, Gardevoir, you may come out. You can learn Overgrow, that's fine. We're going to change our type move anyway here, because probably the best way to go with this is a Mega Evolve Venoshock. Come on, Venusaur! Time to win the day! Okay, what? You've got Mega Revolution? Aw, first view of Mega Gardevoir is of an opponent? That sucks. We still get to go first. Ooh, not enough though. This could total us. Oh, 2 HP. 2 HP you say? Well, I'm trusting in you, Venusaur, to finish the job you started. 2 HP left out of what is that, 222? We barely win. Is that it? We defeated Champion Diantha. Witnessing the noble spirits of you and your Pokemon in battle has really touched my heart. I'm sure it did. We won through without a Pokemon fainting in that fight. With 5 of them used. I'm so choked up that it's hard to know what I should say, but I'm just so glad at this moment that I was good enough to be the champion. After all, you gave me the chance to meet and battle with you and your wonderful Pokemon. Now I understand why dear Augustine, Professor Sycamore, said he needed to get Lumio City ready for the new champion. Before I take you there, my dear Olizandri, would you mind coming this way with me? Why, do I get to, like, decide how this room will look now that I'm champion and waste all that taxpayers' money? That'd be brilliant. I'll come with you, that's fine with me. Let's go. I need my crowning, my inauguration. You see, I want to be the very best like no one ever was. To catch them wasn't really my real test, it was more about getting rid of Team Flare. I saved the game, did I? It's nice of me to save the game without me asking to save the game. Here we are! I'm so glad to welcome you in. This grand chamber is where you enter the Kalos region's Hall of Fame. This is where Pokemon trainers will live on forever, remembered always for giving their all in battle to the Pokemon League, and for the glory and light that they shared with all. Come, Olizandri, your love for your Pokemon, and the way that those Pokemon gave everything they had in battle for you, we'll record them all right here for eternity. Aw, don't put Gardevoir on the last spot. Well, you can tell which one's Yveltal and Gardevoir, can't you? But they're listed within the Hall of Fame. Greninja level 77. Nicely done there, Aurorus. A whole lot lowest level Pokemon, but a legendary all the same. Lucario, man, you just got given to me to defeat Team Flare, more or less. And Gardevoir, my lovely angel. Congratulations on becoming Pokemon League champion, you say? Well, aren't we all champions here? It's kind of cool that I get to see with all my Pokemon out like that, though. I'm still taller than Gardevoir and Lucario. A few days later, crowds of people gathered in Lumio City to celebrate the 5 defenders of the Kalos region and to cheer for its new champion, Olizandri. Well, that's great. I like that. Well, is it normal to have processions when you win? They're making me out to be some kind of massively big deal here. I don't know if I can live up to this hype. What an amazing turnout! All of these people are here to celebrate your achievements. I'd like to present you with the honor of Kalos for the bravery you showed battling Team Flare. I'm so proud of you all. On behalf of the entire Kalos region, I'd like to say... thank you! It was no problem, sir. And all you wanted me to do was to, like, orient myself around the country. Instead, we ended up becoming Pokemon champion and stopping the world from ending. Hello, guy. What's up? battle with you? Seems like I'm taking that challenge. I want to know what a trainer is. Sure, mysteriously tall man. We are challenged by Pokemon Trainer AZ. One more battle to finish it all? Well, if you're going to send out a Torkoal, he just tosses it from inside, but if you're going to send out a Torkoal here, you've lost on type matchups straight away. Which is quite amusing to me. Hydro Pump, go, and don't miss. Battling in front of everyone, eh? The new champion challenged in amongst a massive crowd. It's kind of good, that, actually. I'm kind of showing my dominance. But what is a Golurk when it's at home? I've no clue. So we may as well stick with our strongest level one. Now we do know. Right, with that said, surely a Hydro Pump should still do quite a bit of damage. Unless it avoids. Okay, that hurts, sir. I don't like that, but I'm glad it didn't do super effective damage. Super effective damage might come out of you, though. That's one massive Pokemon, but I'm glad that typing-wise we did actually manage to win that one. A Sigilif was out next. Will you switch your Pokemon? So that steals something as well. How are we going to break you down quite easily? He says, but I think Lucario could do the job. Alright then, Sigilif, come out. We're about to bash you down using Mega Evolution, of course. Right then, time to finish this one. Nice and fast. Not very effective. Ah, I thought you would steal. Steel flying, I thought we would equals. Not so good. Cosmic power. Okay, you upped your defense and your special defense. That's not very good for me. Yes. Now I'm in trouble. Now, how much damage will strength do then? Well, it did normal damage, which means that we're close. But psychic, it's going to be air against us. Oh, you're psychic type, aren't you? My typing failed right at the end again. All the same, Mega Lucario can do the job. No matter what. We'll win through. Sorry about this, AC. This is what Pokemon Champion can do. Look at me with your crazy face, but at least you cracked a smile, eh? Thank you very much for battling with me. Now I finally feel free. Free from the part of me mired in sorrow, the part of me that built the ultimate weapon. Well then, if you were the one that built the ultimate weapon, it looks like a little bit of a reunion is at hand. How are you that old as well? Floette? It's been 3,000 years indeed. How are you still kicking, sir? Did you use the machine on yourself to grant yourself immortality or something? I'm glad you had a reunion and all, but still, this Pokemon was waiting all this time. Waiting for him to return to the man he was, the man who loved Pokemon with all his heart. And the game ends with the Pokemon it began with, it seems. And the credits begin to roll. So the main story of Pokemon has been completed. A champion is born, a champion is crowned, which means that I can do a little bit more of Pokemon customization. I mean, after all, there's tons to do in Pokemon after the fact, after you get through the story. It unlocks it all. It's time to go through your guys' safaris. It's time to look for IV'd Pokemon. It's time to make some Pokemon to fight with, if you know what I mean. It's time to possibly get myself a Gengar going. Yeah, Gengar! Still, we need to find ourselves a Megastone for Gardevoir. We need to capture ourselves a few legendaries, I hear. One legendary bird. One legendary that would very much probably have a story in Pokemon Z when it comes out, because you know how they like to make their spin-off game. And one Pokemon from the very start, a certain Mewtwo. Well, the flying Pokemon is too. I think it's supposedly based on what starter I had, so because I chose Froakie, that means that I think I have Moltres. All in all, instead of my beloved Articuno, which I think I needed to choose Chespin if I wanted. I'm not sure. But still, we finally completed the main storyline. It's time for me to start learning. And we're very near the point where you and I, or you and a lot of us, or me and a lot of you, we're about to battle and interact properly, finally, after giving out my trainer ID on number 8. In fact, I'm going to have to do an episode where I give it out again and take everyone else's IDs that I didn't get already. Because, man, there's been so many given to me across lots of episodes that I've, well, let's put it this way, missed out on because I can't keep track of all of them coming in on so many different episodes and sources. So we'll need to do another bit of a handout again, I think. But yes, all I can say is, I guess join me tomorrow as we continue on with Pokemon Y. And I'll see you then. Bye-bye.